GTA 5 here. I just thought it would be good to have a follow-up video for the import-export update. Last time I showed the vehicles and rode around in the new supercars, showed you their interior, the exterior, um, and some of that stuff. So what I'm going to do today is I'm going to continue up, rather follow up on uh, the other day's video, and I'm actually going to show you some of the features. I had a few friends that messaged me and told me that um, they had a few dollars that they wanted to burn, but they weren't exactly sure um, which vehicle to try, and each and every one has their own very interesting aspect on it. And I personally, um, I like the Jet car and the Kit 2000. So it's a pretty big toss-up between those two. And one thing I also realized is that yesterday I didn't really touch base on the prices of the cars. So I'm going to go ahead, I'm going to get to the vehicle warehouse that you have to purchase in order to even own these vehicles, which it's a 60-car garage, I believe, is how it works. Alright, so they're literally almost there. By the way, if you didn't know, this is also a new part of the update of this vehicle right here. This is the, oh shit, I forgot. Get out. That's right, the LG. Alright, this is the LG. You get this vehicle free, alright, even since the beginning, ever since I had an Xbox account. They've had the LG free after you bought your first house. Well, now they've given it a spin-off, and this one allows you to go a little bit more classic with the dual headlights. I guess this guy followed me home. He doesn't realize that he done screwed up. So we're gonna just go ahead. We're gonna take a quick look at all the vehicles and show you the features that they hold. Um, get a little bit more in depth to what they're about. And each vehicle has their own part in the new missions that they've added onto the game. So there is that. Uh, Keep that in mind that you will probably, have to buy every vehicle eventually. There is different jobs that you can do with them because each one, like I said, has its own unique little tinge to it. So we're gonna go ahead and check them out one by one and knock them out. So this is I told you yesterday, the day before, that this is an amphibious quad. But there's a little bit more to it, guys. There's just a little bit more to the aspect of this vehicle that I think you will find most interesting, and I will let you know that. This vehicle has already been fully modded. There is no nothing you can really change on it besides the color and put the engine upgrades on it and such. I will let you know this right now. For an ATV, it's got some pretty big get up and go. And yes, you're reading that right. This is the one surprise I wanted to tell you about. This has a machine gun attached to it. Now, I'm not sure if it runs out or anything. I'm not going to test that out, but it appears... Oh, shoot. But it appears to last for a pretty long time. I'm not... like I said, I've only used it for a few minutes as far as the gun, and it does not have a missile like the kit does. However, it is still pretty cool. If you don't have any weapon ammo or whatever, and you need a ride, this is your 2-in-1 go. But wait, actually, it's a 3-in-1, and I'll explain that in a moment. Alright, so we got, let's see here, where's the boat here? We're gonna go to the boat. We're not gonna actually go to the yacht. We're just gonna use that as a waypoint, because that's where the amphibious part comes from with this vehicle. Now, bear this in mind that this used to be a cheat code that you could put in on San Andreas, or a mod that some people used on PS3. Yeah, PS3. Sorry. But yeah, even it might have even been a mod as well on some of the Grand Theft Autos, maybe San Andreas or whatever, where you could spawn the quad or whatever. lot of people don't realize actually they had mods back then for those vehicles. But here is the amphibious quad here. As I said before, it possesses a rapid fire machine gun that's pretty powerful. Now, I wouldn't recommend, going around town with this because you're immediately going to get shot with it. But this is also, that's right, it goes straight into the water. Someone's chasing you with their vehicle or something, you can't get away. Well, guess what? That's no more, because you can take this bad boy out and you can just hit the water. No problem whatsoever. You don't need to press a button or any special thing like that like the other vehicles. This one goes straight from water to land in a snap, just like that. Now, bear in mind there are a bunch of other vehicles that we have to test out. We're going to go back to the apartment, or not the apartment, the vehicle warehouse. There's a few more vehicles to test out. We're not going to spend a whole lot of time on. I gotta figure out how to get out of here first. I guess I should follow that purple line there, so maybe it's actually out. Yep. Purple line knows best, guys. Alright. I will show you the prices for all these vehicles after I'm done. I will say this though, this is an all-terrain vehicle. You can go on the dirt, you can go on the water, you can go on the street. It doesn't matter. It is a Swiss Army tool. I personally enjoy this vehicle very much so. It's just not something I would run around in because you could just straight up get knocked off of it by someone that's driving a little bit faster than you, or even get shot off of this thing. Unless you're in passive mode, which, in which case you're going to be pretty safe. You can ride around and do whatever you like. But if you're like me, you just like to go around, you go into your sessions, you hang out, you go with your friends, you do some missions. But GTA, if you've been here for a while, and there's always going to be that very friendly neighbor, we're going to call him. And yes, these are the only vehicles that you can take in to the garage itself. You can't take in any other vehicles. So if you try to take in, like, per se, your T20 or something, it's not going in there. It's only the vehicles that go down here. Alright, now I'm going to show you what I refer to as kit. If you've ever seen Night Rider or Night Ranger, I can't remember what the hell it's called anymore. Then you know exactly what I'm talking about. Correct me if I'm wrong, guys. I know it's been a long time. But you see the square in the middle already, so I think you get the big hint here on what's going to happen. This is not an amphibious vehicle. In fact, it is a 2000 version of the Ruiner, I think it is. Now, that's very interesting, and I'll tell you why. First of all, this vehicle has one of the most unique features out of all of them as well, because let's say there's a big group of people there that you just can't get under. Well, now you can, because you can jump like 30 feet in the air. And let me tell you why that's useful as well, because that is right, you have a parachute. Alright, so not only does that make, those two features make this the most interesting vehicle out of the group, but also you also have machine gun and homing missiles. Now, I'm a little bit confused as to how to lock on with these. I just know that you can shoot them out like that. There's not really any, you gotta I don't know how that works in public sessions. I mean, maybe it locks on to other players and not bots, I don't know. But it does run out of missiles after a few shots. I will go ahead and tell you that. So if you're expecting infinite missiles like the tank, then you're going to be... Oh wait, it locked onto something. I guess it has to be far away. I forgot what I was saying. Oh, it does have a specific amount of missiles. It's actually locking onto that cop, I guess, because I have stars, I'm going to assume. So I guess that you have to have a specific
If it isn't my
reason
creepy
for it to
silent
lock
friend.
on.
How can I help? Okay, I'll get you out of trouble. No
But what
problem.
really impresses me about this vehicle, quite frankly, not just that it shoots missiles or has a machine gun or whatever, things like that. It's the fact that they redid the entire interior for this vehicle, and I just think it looks very, very slick. I like driving in this view, and it's one of my favorite views personally. Um, but yeah, this is probably one of the most interesting vehicles. Obviously, it shows you uh, I shot some missiles there, and you can keep count with that. But in order to refill it, it does run out, like I said. To refill it, all you have to do, you can't take it to the Pam Spray, you can't take it to Benny's or whatever. You have to take it back to the garage. That's a bit tedious, but you have to take it back to the garage, and it'll automatically refill for no charge. However, there are some charges for the vehicles themselves. Let me explain that. Um, the vehicles, if you destroy them, they charge you a pretty big chunk of change. Um, Especially with the newer updated vehicles, if you go out and destroy them, it's going to be like 12 grand. Sorry, yeah, 12000. Yeah, so bear that in mind. I don't really have another person with me this session to actually test this one out, but this is also an amphibious vehicle. Um, it has a machine gun on the top, so you can take it in the water, you can take it off-road, but the difference is you can have your friend up there helping you out, blowing some people away. That's pretty cool. I have no general interest. I bought this just for the simple show effect, but this one just has a thing on the front and that pushes people away, and also as I told you before in the last video, it has the guards on the windows, so that allows you to be protected from bullets. Um, Also, being even more dangerous, you have the gunner seat on the top. Um, if you have a bunch of friends or whatever and you like to go around sessions and what have you, that's cool. Um, it's kind of like an insurgent in a way, but instead it has the plow on the front that allows you to move vehicles out of the way. And for this vehicle, this has a specific truck bed. I have not yet to test, even since the last video. I don't know what it's supposed to specifically be used for, but there are harnesses in the back, and I do know from the description it is used to carry something or another. Um, I'm not sure about the other features for it, but as far as I know, that's the main feature for it. But we're going to go ahead and jump into the 18-wheeler here. Um, and what makes this so unique is that this was a modification used in the PS3 version of Grand Theft Auto 5 that allowed you to basically just push vehicles out of the way willy-nilly without even really batting an eyelash. And I'll use it. I'll demonstrate really quick. One default, well, not one default. One fault of this vehicle is that it is entirely too large to get through certain spaces. But as you can see, you really have no trouble. You got those annoying police roadblocks or whatever. Well, guess what? They have finally met the match. Those people that have their car shows, you want to go wreck it up, this is the vehicle for you to use. I will also let you know that this particular 18-wheeler is really fast and powerful. I will clearly show you that using the cement truck here. It's not even a match. Not even close. So I just virtually obliterated that cement truck with minimal effort. Now it's not going to do it on the first try, and it is going to take some damage. But it is powerful. You need to get somewhere pretty quick. This is the right vehicle for you to use. And I think that that's pretty cool that they listened to the the community when it came to this vehicle, because it is quite the interesting vehicle. All of these cars and trucks are able to be sold on one website. I'll go ahead and show you this before I continue. This is the halfway point here. The only thing you need to go to, I believe, is the War Stock, and it'll show you the prices here, and they range because you can buy them in two different ways. You can use a Secure Serve trade, or you can buy it now, which is a lot more expensive. Now, I went ahead and I went with the buy it now feature for all of the vehicles for obvious reasons. But the ramp, if you buy it full price without having to wait, is 3.1 million. The Phantom, the truck, 18-wheeler, is 2.5. The Tactical is 1.4. The Aqua Quad is 1.7. The Armored, as I like to call it, Day Reckoning, is 2.9. The Wastelander here is just a cool 600,000 right there. Kit here, which I highly recommend, but is also one of the most expensive ones, is 5.7. The Rocket, which is the one I'm about to show you, 3.8. These are already vehicles that have been previously put on here that I personally haven't reviewed yet. Let's see here. So, if you got about, 10 or 15 million dollars just laying around, you can purchase all these vehicles, which I would recommend buying all of them. They're very nice vehicles. They do their job as descripted. So we're going to take a little bit more of a trip with this one, and I will explain why here after I get to the mod shop, because I have not fully upgraded this vehicle, I don't think. And I'm not going to show you what this Rocket does until we get there. So we're going to talk a little bit more. You're going to hear my annoying voice. While we're sitting here, while we're driving through the pan spray, it's only a few seconds away. I would like you to take the time, if you are watching this now or watch this later, or whatever the case may be, go ahead and subscribe for more GTA 5 and Black Ops 3 content. I also have my Snapchat, DoomsDayWMD, and you can also check out my Facebook page, which is also DoomsDayWMD. I don't really keep that up to date. I had someone on there to do that, and they haven't really been doing their job. So that's alright. I'll probably get that more up to date here soon. But if you really want to get more, get the real updates, you got to go on YouTube and Twitter. And
what can the best mechanic in LS do for you?
Because I'm always posting on Twitter all of my videos. You want to go watch them. Let's see here. I do follow back. I follow everyone back. So if you do follow me on Twitter, I will follow you back. But if you want to find me on Twitter, you type at Ryder Vincent, or you can search DoomsDayWMD, whatever you prefer. Let's see here. Alright. So yeah. So I don't think I fully updated this vehicle. No, I didn't. Alright, so we're going to go ahead. Engine, explosive you don't want to put on there unless you want to. Then that's up to you. I don't know why you would do that. Alright, I'm going to go ahead and go with white. Plate. Whatever. We're going to go with only the best here. Why not? We're going to chrome it out real quick. Go super classic GTA when chrome was the coolest thing you could do. We're going to go with some sports tires. We're going to chrome it out too. What do we got here? I really don't care for rims all that much. We're going to just put these on there just because. Yeah, we're going to put some. I don't care about that. We're going to put some black smoke on there. Not that it matters. There's not really any windows, so. Alright. so now we got the Voltic rocket car here, and I'll explain exactly why. I think you already know why. Yeah, so we're just gonna go down this road. I will forewarn you, if you are expecting to be able to use this for your everyday driver as far as handling and yeah, this is not a turning vehicle. I will go ahead and tell you this is really hard to turn. So we're gonna go to this bridge here, and I'll explain to you exactly why. Yeah, so it takes about a few seconds. And you could use this as many times as you would like, as long as you're at the minimal speed. You can activate this rocket and it will automatically jump you to the maximum speed of this vehicle. And mind you, that is not a very high speed, but it does do it. So, you know, if you need to get somewhere pretty quick and you crash a lot, this is probably the vehicle for you. I enjoy it just for the simple fact that it has a jet engine on it, so there's always that. It's pretty cool, I would say so. I imagine this vehicle would also be good for ramming some people, you know. Yeah, that was very good at. Really good demonstration. So let's say we got this. Now it kind of stops you, actually. Your vehicle will actually come to a halt if you hit someone with it like that. So no, it won't like throw people around, but it will throw you around pretty easily. Alright, let's see here. So we're gonna go ahead and show you the Final Frontier here. One of my favorites also. I know I say that about like every one of them, but this definitely is. And you can, by the way, you can upgrade this. You can mod this vehicle and put engine upgrades and things like that. You can change the color even. And this is quite simply one of the most unique of vehicles, just for the way it looks. But and you know, that would be enough for me. But nothing is standing in your way with this. Not at all. Not one vehicle is standing in your way with this. This is quite literally a ramp car. It's just the front of it as the perfect angle just to get those annoying people out of your way. A very, very simple look to it, but also the simplicity brings out a uniqueness as well, because they've been adding some pretty crazy stuff to this. This is by far one of my favorites, and it's also pretty quick. There is no guns on it. There is nothing like that, but if you're like me, like look, that is probably my favorite thing. Like, let's say you and your friend cruise around or whatever, and one of them is just super pokey. Well, guess what? That's no more, because they are out of here. Look at that. They're just gone. Now, I will tell you this: using the features of the vehicles does cost some, like, especially if you use the feature involves you hitting and ramming in some sort of way. It does cause some damage to it. Minimal damage at most. If you put the armor on this, it'll last you a good while. And it is really quick too. Like, it takes a while to get to a decent speed. But honestly, I would say that this would probably be the most bang for your buck. Yes, the other ones have guns and stuff like that, And yes, the other ones may have like guards on the windows and what have you, but each vehicle has its own special, unique feature that allows it to be the vehicle that it is. And this one, I believe, is just a good price for a really cool feature. And you know, a lot of people are constantly crashing into other cars or whatever. Or you're going into oncoming traffic, and you're just completely, yeah. So yeah, they will deliver, if you destroy them, they will deliver a new one to your garage, and you will have to go back and you will have to go get a new one. But it got, oh shit. Alright, that was that was messed up. But it will get destroyed after a while. That was about, I don't even know, maybe 50 cars that I ramped under. So it will immediately put a new one in your garage without charging you anything, which is pretty cool. I like that. But all the new vehicles have their own special cool little features, and I don't know. I like the ramp car the best. I don't know why. It's got one of the most unique features. The other ones have like, you know, things in front of them like their snow plows or whatever. And that's cool and everything, but it doesn't send them flying up in the air, and it kind of slows you down a lot. But that one, you just keep going all day long, and you won't have a problem with it. I mean, that's for dressing like a hipster. Alright, there we go. This is one of my favorite guns, too. Not that it's relevant to this video or anything, but... Oh, I gotta... Look at that, what's this? I have played GTA for 15 hours in first person. Alright, oh shit. Oh shit! God. Where are you at? Huh? You want some? You want some too? Alright. Anyway, that's been the video. If you liked it, you know what to do. Like, subscribe, or follow me on Twitter at RyderVincent. Yes, that is my real name. Do I care? You have a name of your own. No, I'm not like, you know, Thanos or whatever, or H2O or whoever the hell. You want to know who I am? That's who I am. There's no point in hiding. And eventually people are going to find out. I don't know why people are funny about that. I guess, you know, for protective reasons, they don't want people to go and, you know, find information about them or whatever, but, you know, people are always going to have their way and find out anyway. Shit. Anyway, this is DoomsDayWMD. I appreciate you and all your follows, all your likes, so if you want to go ahead and continue to raise the bar there and let me know what you think about these videos, I'm going to go ahead. Alright, this is DoomsDayWMD. I will see you guys later.